Good morning, folks. November Charlie 4XL Lima, NC4XL, North Carolina for extreme lovers. I'm not. This is video number 2 out of 4 videos that I'm creating for the most common, frequently questions asked by new POTA members, whether they're an activator or a hunter. Again, sometimes we put questions on Facebook and we're brand new and people forget that we're new and or that they're old, and they come across really rough. And that's all this video is, just to try to share some information so you don't feel that, and understand that people are not trying to be mean and ugly. There's a lot of questions that are repeat every week, and sometimes if we can do something different to help each other get past those questions and learn. Okay, one of the things about what we do, there's no perfect anything. There's not a perfect antenna, there's not a perfect radio, there's not a perfect logging way, there's not a perfect park, there's not even a perfect operator. We're all different, and there's a lot of things that get in the way. So this video is going to be talking about some of the software that is used, activating, getting permission at parks, and antennas. Okay, so that's to give you a little idea of what's going to happen here. I'm going to have to put my glasses on because I didn't write big enough. Software logging programs. There's 2 out there that I know of, okay, besides EQSL, besides QRZ, besides LOTW, okay. And as a POTA hunter or POTA activator, you do not have to upload to any of those if you don't want to. Nobody tells you to. Many of the folks that you talk with utilize those programs for their own logging at home. So when and after I've done an activation, I will upload to LOTW, EQSL, and QRZ. So they'll get the information. But my primary is to upload it to POTA Parks on the Air. Okay, that comes in an ADIF file. That's created by 2 programs that I know of, and I'm going to talk one with knowledge, one with very little knowledge. Do some more research. When you ask people, you're going to find half the world wants you to use this, half the world wants you to use that. Use what you can afford. Use what you're comfortable with. Don't use what I use. It doesn't make a difference because I'm me. You be you. You choose what you want and then stick with it if you can. Out here in the world for amateur radio, N3FJP is my favorite and only program that I use besides pencil and paper. Okay, it provides the ADIFs that I want. There is a POTA template that's already there that Scott, the writer and owner of the program, who is also a hunter and activator of Parks on the Air, so he's very familiar with our functions, what we do, what we're seeking. He's trying to be very friendly with it. It costs you one fee, one time, and it's lifetime. All the upgrades are free. Okay, all the different type of contest. If you're a contester, it's a great program for that. There's another program by Hammers. I am not familiar with it. I do not know the operation of it, nor do I know the customer service levels of it. Over time, you see things that happen. All programs have oops moments or boo-boos, so I'm not going to sit and knock either one of them. There are a couple other programs that people are using. So listen, but use your thought process with an open mind. I like something that is supported, regardless of who makes it. That's why I use N3FJP. It meets the needs for me, but then I'm different. I do not go out to a park with devices. I use paper and pencil. Okay? Simple as that. I use paper and pencil. And then I go home because I'm retarded or retired, whatever you want to call it, and I'll log it and put it in, and I make sure the contacts are correct and so forth. When I'm out at a park, I always make sure I have another watch piece type. I use my cell phone that has dual UTC and local time on it. So when I'm making my contacts on paper, I know to put the time, and I got it in front of me. All right, let's go to the next one. The activator is a hunter also. Let me explain that. When you hunters are out there and you're working all these activators you're seeing on the spotting page, you do not upload a log. Let's see if we can put this. You do not upload a log to POTA, period. The log that you're creating at your house is for you, you, and you, and only you. It's not going to do anything else. Let's back up. The activator. I said you're a hunter. The activator is the only one out there that is uploading the logs, folks. You will not get credit for that or those parks until that or those activators upload to POTA. They can upload to QRZ. You're not going to get POTA credit. It has to be uploaded to POTA. But when those activators work another activator in a park, that's called park to park. Okay? Now that activator is a hunter because in their hunter's log, they will see the contact made. When you hunters, hello, when you're at home and you're looking at your hunter's log and you know you worked me, okay? You know you worked me. But you don't see nothing. It's been 4 days. But you know you worked me. The element is probably this, that I haven't uploaded the logs yet. Because nothing is going to show up in your hunter's log until the activator has uploaded their log. Oops moments happen. Boo-boos happen. I thought you were a 2x2 call. You're a 2x3 call. I didn't catch it when I was doing the logging on paper and pencil, okay? I missed it. QRM. Various reasons. That's one of the benefits for those of you that are doing with a device. You can see where that party's at. You may know their name and know that they're in Texas, but he said he's in Arizona, and you say, whoa. Well, then you realize that you typed the wrong call in. People like me who do it on paper, that's why we ask what state you're in. So hunters, until the log is uploaded by the activator, the one in the park, you're not going to see it in your hunter's log. Keep checking. Now, when you go to a park as an activator, there's been some questions from new people. Do I have to ask permission? Do I go to the office? I'm old school, so this is going to sound rough, and I apologize. When I'm out in a public area for pleasure, I'm not going to go and ask somebody, hey, can I set my radio up and my antennas up? And no, I'm going to go and I'm going to enjoy the pleasure of being outside. And if somebody comes by and says, what's this? Oh, that's amateur radio. Welcome to what we do. I get to talk around the world, emergency communications. I'm running off of the 12-volt battery. Big Brother can shut down the internet, but we still can talk around the world using this. Thank you for your interest in it. But I'm not going to ask them. Now, if you know some parks where you're going to go, and you know that they don't want you to put a spike in the ground, or they don't want you to hang an antenna in a tree, and you know this ahead of time, don't push the window. Very simple. Don't push your luck. But you don't have to go and ask permission. That's all we're trying to say. I'm not trying to be deceitful, but I don't need to bring any show and tell when I'm out trying to activate. And that's why you'll always see me try to go out in the back 40, so to speak. Okay, out of sight, out of mind, so that I can put up my wire antenna. Or if I'm at a place where I don't want to put up an antenna because it's raining out, I'll drive up and I'll drive to the back part of the lot if I can, so that I'm out of sight, out of mind, that I don't draw attention. If somebody comes up and tells you you can't, don't be argumentative. Just explain that you understand. We've been doing this for many years, and many park personnel have learned that we're there to enjoy our hobby. We're not creating any harm. And if somebody says, well, you just can't do it, pack your stuff up and go on down the road and shake it off. It's going to happen, period. I've got 2 parks that I go to that I have to have a permit. The permit is for them to know that because of the size of the park where I'm at, okay? So that they know who's on the property in case of fire. And that makes a whole lot of sense, so I don't argue with it. By the way, they take pictures with me. Because I didn't get argumentative with them, I tried to share my knowledge, what is very limited, with them who have less knowledge of what we do, so that we're on an equal section. That's all we're going to talk about permissions, okay? Sales covers sins is the easiest way that I, in my mind, go. I'm going to go play, and if somebody stops me, well, then we'll talk about it. Otherwise, just go out and have fun. Now, we're going to get down to a section here on antennas, okay? When you go out to a park and you got an end fed you want to put up in a tree, use a fishing pole. I cheat. Use a fishing pole, 2.5 ounces, 20-pound test at least. I can get it up as high as I want, and I'm good to go. Some people got great arms with arbors. Awesome way of doing it. That's just not my cup of tea. There's another... don't take an air device to project something up in the air that's going to create noise that looks like or resembles a weapon of some type, because that's going to be a red flag. Be very careful of having activities where you're going to build these so that you can go poof with so much air. The people looking at them from the outside have no idea what it is and what it's really for. They see it as a weapon in the back of their head. And we know it's not. I guess it could be if you wanted to aim it at somebody, but the thing is, use what you can to get your end feds up. If you have a drive-on mount, you can use that. Put a telescopic mast, raise it up 30, 40 feet, whatever the size you have. Take and taper your end fed as sloping down to the ground, 4 feet, 5 feet, 2 feet off the ground, wherever your transformer is at. Run your coax, spread it out. You got 50 feet of coax. Spread it out. You don't leave it in a coil. You know better than that. You have ham sticks if you drive in, get out, or if you have 2 like Brian does, 1 on each corner of his Ford, you could use that, operate that way. I run the ATOS in the car by Yaesu with the FT891. I can do the multiple change of the bands just sitting here by pushing the button, but I can sit in the car and operate. Some folks have the screwdriver antenna. There's no perfect antenna, folks. And a ham stick and an ATOS and a screwdriver are compromised antennas over end feds. And the end fed's a compromised antenna over a beam. I mean, it's There's nothing better than the next one. They're all a good working antenna. It's just what we have to use dictates some of the contacts we're going to get. Okay, that's the end of this video. It talks about antennas. Remember, folks, there's no best radios. There's no best antennas. There's no best software. There's no best. It's what you can afford, what you have, and work within those guidelines, and you'll have a lot more fun. But if you're trying to keep up with the Joneses, I got to buy this, the best battery, it's this one, you're taking the fun out of it. Don't do that. Go out and have fun. NC4XL, North Carolina for extreme lovers. I'm going to create another video. It's going to be the third out of a set of 4. Again, if you think it's something good for club members, if you want to use it as an Elmer to help somebody else, that's what it's there for. Nothing else. You can laugh at me or laugh with me. You don't have to like or subscribe. We don't do that. 73s. I'll catch you on the next one.